Добрый день.
Dear friends, first of all, I like to welcome all Russian people who love very much history of ancient Egypt. I also would like to welcome all who took part in collecting and preparation of the scientific material on all mosques of Egypt. The information containing in this film will be new to many Russian citizens. All the material collected and presented in the film on the Islamic monuments, ranking with Christian, Roman, Greek, and Pharaoh monuments, speaks about the ability of the people in Egypt to perceive and coexist with various cultures of the whole world. It speaks about the kind and tolerant relation to old world culture. I take an opportunity to express deep gratitude to the Russian scientists who pay much attention to historical monuments of Egypt. That also testifies to constant, close cooperation between our countries in the field of archaeology and restoration of ancient monuments. Especially, I would like to express deep gratitude to the scientific group headed by Professor Eleonora Kormysheva and also I do hope on the further fruitful cooperation and the further strengthening of friendship relations between scientists of our countries. Thank you. We are moving to the Mosque of Muhammad Ali, the outstanding statesman of Egypt. It is one of the brightest monuments of the Cairo citadel. It's called the Alabaster Mosque. This name it has received thanks to its walls, which are riveted by marble. Mosque building was realized by the Greek architect Joseph Boschna from Turkey, who has imitated the Sacred Sophia Church in Constantinople, constructed in the Byzantine style and transformed later into a mosque. The architecture of Muhammad Ali Mosque amazes with its originality. The interiors submit in the dizzy volumes. The mosque is square in plan. The length of each side is of 41 meters, a dome diameter 21 meters and height 52 meters, leans on 4 square columns. It's surrounded by 4 semi-domes and semi-dome qibli. At the western facade, 2 elegant cylindrical minarets in Ottoman style rise, every one about 84 meters high. The courtyard is in size 44 on 52 meters, is surrounded by 4 galleries with marble columns and small domes. In the middle of the courtyard there is a fountain where Muslims make an ablution ceremony before praying. To the west from the fountain, the tower with clock is located, executed in open-work copper. In 1845, this clock was presented to Muhammad Ali by the French King Louis Philippe in gratitude for the well-known obelisk standing now on the Place of Consent in Paris. Muhammad Ali Mosque is shined with a great number of glass lamps and the crystal chandeliers. suspending on chains and forming of some circles. Chia's mosque mihrab and an eminent decca were fabricated from white marble. Mihrab, a niche in the mosque, is finished by alabaster and the over-gilded ornament. Three-story tomb of Muhammad Ali is on the right side from the entrance into the mosque. It's made from white marble decorated by carved vegetable ornament and over-gilded by inscriptions. The Albanian by origin, Muhammad Ali was born in 1769 in Kavala in Greece, and as a simple soldier has got on military service to the group directed for the liberating Egypt from Napoleonic occupation. He participated in the battle at Abu Qir on July 25, 1799, and in 81 he became commander of the Albanian army in Egypt. In 1805, as a result of Egyptian revolt, Muhammad Ali has held a post of the deputy. His board proceeded 43 years. Differing in youth, improbable bravery and military ambition, by mature years Muhammad Ali has turned to the wise and far-sighted statesman. He was compared with Russian Tsar Peter the Great. He tried to carry out a variety of grandiose enterprises, reformations, called to glorify his name in Europe and in memory of descendants. He even dreamed about the construction of the channel through Suez Isthmus. In personal relations with Europeans, Muhammad Ali made an impression of the soft and human person. From the citadel top, where is situated Muhammad Ali Mosque, the fine view opens on pyramid in Giza, churches, mosques, modern city, and all centuries-old history of Egypt seems to develop in this panorama.
This mosque is the very most important mosque in the Egypt. It's in the ancient time. It's built by the Sultan Hassan, Mamluk period. The Mamluk period is the very most important reach in Egypt. Sultan Hassan with a great family. It's named Qalawun. The grandfather, it's named Qalawun, and his father, it's named Muhammad, Sultan Muhammad. And Sultan Hassan is the greatest Mamluk. Mamluk, what is the meaning of the Mamluk? Mamluk, it is a small children come from outside Egypt, from perhaps the Middle Asia and perhaps the north of Europe. And this Mamluk, small children, spent a life in the house near the Nile. So it's a Mamluk Bahari. And another children come from outside Egypt, from Asia and north of Europe, and live in the tower of the citadel. So named the Mamluk Jarkasi. This Mamluk Bahari and Jarkasi make a great country and a great civilization during 260 years. It is the very most important in history of Egypt, this Mamluk period. And Sultan Hassan, when he is the governor and became the Sultan of Egypt, he decided to make a great building. This not only mosque, but this group of building. Not mosque, it's perhaps there is a building, it's the hospital, and the wheels for come water from this building, and there is a school, because it is the most important to mean the school in this mosque. The Sultan Hassan, governor for the Syria, Lebanon, and also Egypt. So it's the student come from all over the Islamic world, student, and come sit of this mosque perhaps during 4 years or 5 years, study all the branch of Islam, study the Quran, the Hadith, the Sunnah, and the life in this mosque. There is a school in this mosque, and there is a building and a house in this building. So this mosque perhaps it's 10,000 meters in this building, and this Mamluk, it is the very most rich man, and he spent 20,000 dinar gold every day for 3 years, and this mosque is very rich. Egypt proud of the pharaonic and the ahramat, the pyramids, and we in Egypt 3 pyramids, Khufu, Khafra, Menkaure, and in Egypt this is the 4th pyramids in Egypt. You can see the most 1.5 million stone used in this mosque, and you can see this Iwans. It is the very highest one in the world. Its height 28 meters high, and the dome of Sultan Hassan, it's high 48 meters and a half meters high. So this dome is the very most important dome in Egypt. And you can imagine how this there is no column in this building, only the stone and the railing and the ceiling, no column in this mosque, and this is the very most important. And you in the dome you can see the high dome made of stone, and sitting on 4 group of stalactites made of wood, and this is stalactites made of wood covered with leather, and the worker come paint this wood, and you can see the fantastic stalactites in this dome. This is the very most important place in the mosque. And you can imagine this building not mosque, not school. It's like the pharaonic building. You can see the connect between the pharaonic and the Coptic and the at last the Islamic. There is some relation between all the religion. No different between Jews and Coptic and Islamic. All these people from Allah, and all people will, I hope, to live with no fighting, because Islam, it's a very most important. The Prophet Muhammad loved Jews. And I think that there is a story when one Jews die, Prophet Muhammad is very sad from this person. But there is some people not understand Islam well, So some problem between Jews, between Christian, between Islam, but you can see this building, you can read and listen this story of this building. Some worker Christian, some worker Jews, and some worker Muslim. It's a very most important. You can see this building and this worker who built this mosque. I will see you. And outside the mosque, you can see the Christian. Yeah, and this crossing of Christian people. And you can see this high dome stone, made of stone. High dome,
Is
made
it
of
stone?
Yes,
Stone, wood?
yes. In the first, made of wood. But this wood falling down about the bricks in the ancient time. So when the governor rebuilt, restructured this building made of stone, and sitting on a group of stalactites made of wood. And this is the most difficult in architecture of in this building. And this wood, it's a very most important wood come from Lebanon, and covered with leather and paint the decoration. This, you can see.
The decoration is marvelous.
Yes. And you can see this, it's like the sun. In the ancient time, the Quran is very most important for people, like the Injil, like the Torah of Musa. And in the ancient time, the Imam sitting in this place, and the Quran in this place. The Quran in the ancient time made of leather and written by hand, so it's very big. So the Imam sit here and read the text of Quran, give mercy for Allah for people inside in this place. And you can see the worker painting and the decoration this chair of holy book, and you can see this unit flat star made. There is consists of three. You can see the stairs and the kinda and the rosa and ivy at the very most important. And you can, this is the dome of the place prepared for Sultan Hassan. But Sultan Hassan, there is some problem between the principal of Mamluk, and they come with him to outside Egypt and killed him. But he didn't in this place.
He's not here.
No, this is two sons of Sultan Hassan.
You see.
You can see this is a stone cut out, and you can stairs. And the body of the inner human in this place. You can see another. The most important square is the Islamic in Egypt. It's named Salah ad-Din Square. Salah ad-Din Square is the Ayyub al-Bari, who built the citadel. And the middle of the citadel, in the ancient time, the modern time, Muhammad Ali come and built this mosque. It is the very most important mosque in the period of Muhammad Ali. And you can see a lot of monuments in this square. In Mamluk period, in Ottoman period, in the Fatimid period, all history in Egypt from the beginning and the end, you can see from this square. And especially the most important photo take from this place come from this window. And you can see this is the Mahmudiyya Mosque. It is the first principle in Ottoman period who ruled Egypt. and so built this mosque. And you can see another mosque in Mamluk Buri. Qanibay al-Rammah. The principle, Mamluk Buri is the very most important principle in Mamluk Buri. And final, you can see the open museum for architecture in Egypt from this place. This is the imam of the mosque. You can listen some mercy of Allah, and you can listen the Quran. And the echo of the
Supposed to put this camera?
Yes, okay.
يا رب عفوك ورضاك عفوك ورضاك وحسن لقاك يا رب لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.
When the time of thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. ألف سنة وشكرا ربنا يبارك فيك.
Like you can see this building, it's like the old Cairo. You can see the street, all some place. It's very most important. You can see the history of Egypt from this place. This building it's used another time, later time, used for the citadel, like the citadel of Salah. Some principle fighting outside the ceiling, and you can see there is some escape, some principle wanted to escape for citadel from this place. And I will give the key to see this place. 1 minute. عبد الحميد نقول عبد الحميد كل بس ازاي انا معاك طب شوف هذا فين اتفضل هنا معاك شد الباب like the street in the if you see a history book in Egypt you can see imagine the street and this is a house and this is a
Вот
house.
сертификат улицы.
In this place there is the very most important high in the world. You can imagine the minaret at first. Minaret is the third minaret in the world. First minaret 103 meters in Cairo in Tunisia, and the second minaret in Muhammad Ali Mosque. It's 86 meters. 86 meters. And the third minaret in Sultan Hassan Mosque in 82 meters high. In the ancient time when Sultan Hassan built this mosque, he came every Friday to prayer for the Muslim. And after finish the prayer, he sit down in this place and discuss all the problem of people who prayer with him. So this is very most important important thing in the mosque, especially for the Sultan Hassan. افتح لنا الباب الصغير. can see this especially important tunnel in this place used for when the principal fighting together in the citadel and the Sultan Hassan. It's used for escape to people outside the street. But the governor, but now it's no used. This Coleman especially, it's the very most important in this place. Yes. You can see this like a church. And this is like Jerusalem Mosque. And this is the Prophet Muhammad in Medina. So I think that the worker wanted to, there is some relation between the different religions. And this is a Christian, this is the Jews, or the Islam. There is no difference between this religion. And this is especially for this mosque. You can see this entrance is the very most entrance in Islamic building. It's come from Middle Asia. And Sultan Hassan decided to build the greatest building in world. So the architecture is very clever. At the end of this street, you can see the citadel and the Mosque of Muhammad Ali, and the most important door in Egypt. In the citadel, there is 16 door in the citadel. This one door is the very most important door in the citadel. It's named Bab Door of Al-Azab. Bab Al-Azab. It is the very most important. And you can imagine how the architecture make this entrance to all people see when in the end of street see the entrance. In the ancient time, this place, this area, one mosque, it's Muhammad Ali, it's Sultan Hassan Mosque. But Roshal Hanim, it's a lady, a very gentle lady, the mother of Khedive Ismail. Khedive Ismail, the grandson of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali built the mosque and ruled Egypt about 35 years. And Muhammad Ali, a lot of children, a lot of children, and this son big and become ruler. This Khedive Ismail, like Khedive Ismail. In the ancient time, there is no in this place no building. So these ladies, Roshal Hanim, decide to build a big mosque in this area to become similar of Sultan Hassan Mosque. So the worker and the architecture decide to make this building. In the ancient time, there is a small mosque, like it's named Zawiya. This small mosque, Zawiya, some a good imam come from Iraq. It's named Al-Rifa'i. Al-Rifa'i, this a grand imam buried in Iraq and died in Iraq. But there is some student, a good student, take the religious and take the information about this method to come all Islamic country and come Egypt in this place. So make a small mosque and come study for this place. The lady of Roshal Hanim, the mother of Khedive Ismail, decided to buy this small mosque and around the building and destroy this mosque and decide to make a big mosque especially for his son Khedive Ismail, who ruled Egypt in 1896. So from this date, the architecture Hussein Pasha Fahmi, he designed this mosque. But the people in Egypt not like this mosque by the mother of Khedive Ismail, but this mosque Al-Rifa'i, not the mother of Khedive Ismail. The people think that Al-Rifa'i, because Al-Rifa'i is the grand sheikh in Islam.
لما تيجي اهي جت كوفيه حمراء.
راح ازاي حضرتك؟
لا حضرتك
لازم نروح نتصرف ازاي يعني؟
تديها حاجه قلت
مش عارف كده نروح بتاع
لا ما هو هي ما فيش
انا عايز اشتغل
لا بس هي عايزه كده بس معلش عبالي. This is mosque. It's like the church in Coptic. Because you can imagine the building. It's different from the Sultan Hassan. Not similar. It's different. You can see the not in the Sultan Hassan open courtyard, but this place, the specially place for the prayer. You can see, imagine, 4 column and the dome and the place for prayer. This mosque not only for the prayer, but it's used as a dome for the who died in the family of Muhammad Ali al-Khedive Ismail, and you can see some room, especially for the dome, especially for the King Farouk, who ruled Egypt. اتولد 1920 وتولى الحكم 1936. ولما قامت الثورة خرج البلاد عام 1952. جمال عبد الناصر ومات في إيطاليا 1965. وجاء جثمانه إلى هذا المكان. This is the dome of King Farouk. The last king ruled Egypt, and Egypt become after King Farouk become republic. So this is the last king ruled Egypt, King Farouk. This is the last king Shah Iran ruled Iran, and before the Khomeini. Yes. This is the last king. It's Shah Muhammad Rida Pahlavi. وبنشوف السجادة معمولة بصناعة اليابس في إيران. $1 million. $1 million.
Это стоит $1 million.
By hand, make by hand. Not machine.
Ковер или пол? Ковер или пол стоит $1 million. Ковер, да, карпет сюда.
And you can see this is the flag of Muhammad Ali. This is the moon and the star and the sun. This is the flag of Muhammad Ali. And the flag of Egypt in this time. And this is the mihrab, Nietzsche, mihrab, traditional Mecca. If any person wanted to pray, not in this place, not in this, no. You can see, imagine how the place of this door, it's about 250,000 libra in Egypt. It's a very fantastic wood. It's It's Azizi. It's named Azizi by Arabic. And you can see the ivory made by hand. So it is a very important door in this place. This is special case. It's the whole. When the family of Muhammad Ali wanted to see the dome of Farouk, the dome of Riyal, in the dome, not come from this entrance, but come from this entrance and go to the dome, and perhaps spend some time in this place. But not prayer in this place, prayer outside. But if any person want to prayer like Friday when the outside fall off, you can pray in this place about this tradition. And this is special carpet in Iran, come from special music. This is the original of the mosque. When Khushar Hanim came and decided to destroy the old building in this area, he not destroy this place because it is a fantastic Imam and the grand Imam al-Rifai in this place. So he decided to remain from this place and make a high dome in this place. And you can see this is the most fantastic wood. Wood, you can smell this wood. It's a good smell when you touch it by hand, and the smell, it's a fantastic smell. Okay, you can. هو لوك بالشباك يعني لانه كان يعطي العطايا للفقراء والمساكين من خلال شباك.
علينا زبال الجو imam شباك. شباك ده كينو مثلا مش تقوم ده تشرز إتأكله بلينج دياب بيتمست.